Can you just give us maybe a little background on how this all came about, the contract extension for you?
It was just two parties kind of met. We kind of been negotiating since the end of the season, and it was something that both parties wanted to do, and it just made sense for both of us, and we worked it out. So I'm happy to be here, blessed and fortunate. So keep chasing the Super Bowl.
So it was less of a surprise this year than last year.
Less of a surprise this year. This year it made sense to me for sure, most definitely.
Why did it make sense to you?
Because I feel like I finally did something on the field that was impressive and something that you can respect and stand on. Before that, it was a little bit shocking. I had some ups and downs here and there, so to be able to be here now, it feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a time when you might not have been sure that you were going to be here for 8 or 9 years, when maybe you didn't know for sure that you wanted to? I mean, did it take some time to get there, or is this just the right thing?
No, I knew I've always wanted to be here. I just think as a player, you don't know when your time's up. You don't know the conversations that I had, when you're not around or in the meetings or those type of things. So, you're always wondering what's going to happen to you. You've seen some of the best players get traded sometimes. So you just never know. But, we've had, some good transparent dialogue throughout this whole process. So they was honest with me. I was honest with them. And, here we are today.
What did last year?
Look at this. You had your breakout year last season, but looking back, reflecting, what more should we see from you? What more do you think you can do to just kind of further this?
I just know I can play ball, and it's like everybody knows that now, and I'm not here to prove that to nobody. I want to prove that to my teammates, and I work for the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I work for Lamar Jackson technically, and if these guys are pleased with with what I'm doing and my work ethic and all of that, then I feel like as a team, that's what's important to me. So I've done that, and I'm definitely looking to continue to build off of that for sure.
Do you look at the contract as sort of a validation for what you've accomplished and the strides you've made in your career?
For sure. Yeah, most definitely. It's kind of how this league works. You get paid if you're doing the right things, on and off the field, and it's a respect thing. It's showing that the organization, believes in me. It's showing that I believe in them. So hopefully this thing keep on trucking in that direction.
Does it take trust from between player and organization that, look, if I outperform a contract that even if I just signed it, if I outperform that, this organization is going to take care of me in the long run?
That's what you would want them to do, but it doesn't guarantee anything. I got a good relationship with DeCosta, and I think they helped as well. They respect how I work, how I come in the building, and my teammates do. And, I think that's why I'm still here. I hope so. Not just about what I do on the football field. So I'm definitely hoping to continue that mindset and that work ethic to continue to prove to the coaches that I'm worthy. I don't even know if he was really talking to me. I think I just dapped him up and kind of kept it moving. But Harv has always been a guy that's believed in me since I've been here. Cool guy, and he's good for the team, and he's good for all of us. So,
Rashod, you guys have DeAndre Hopkins in this receivers room now, but you're under contract for quite a few more years. You're going to be the veteran leader in this room for a while. How do you approach that role, and how do you see yourself developing as a leader in this locker room?
I'll continue to do what I do, lead by example. Some people are vocal, and some people, lead with the way they work. And Lamar is a good example. Derrick is a good example. They might not say much, but you can tell when it's time to get right. You know what I'm saying, and lock in. And I think that's more what I am. Roquan, he's more of a vocal leader. Kyle Van Noy, he's a vocal leader. But they work hard as well. But me, I'm gonna show up every day. You know what I'm saying, and work, continue to do that, and hopefully that helps others around me.
Rashod, what did last season do for you? Obviously the contract it led to that. But what impact did it have on you to be able to go through the season healthy, have the kind of year you had? What did it do, not just physically, but mentally for
you? I don't know. I just think last year was fun overall. I don't think it helped me really get through anything. I think before the season started, I was kind of, at that point of peace, and I feel like that was a heavy reason to why, I was able to do, those, type of things on the field and have that much success just because, I was in a better headspace, throughout the whole year. So, hopefully we keep that mindset as well and, plenty more big plays to come.
Rashod, you played with a veteran like Odell Beckham. Now you have D-Hop here. Is there anything that you are hoping to pick his brain about? Is there anything you want to take from him?
I mean, nothing in particular, but I think with a guy like that that's done so much in the league with so much respect, I'm ready to ask him anything, as far as, catching, hands, route running, body, taking care of your body, what you do when you was in year 1 compared to year 5. It's a lot of different variables. I'm a deep thinker, so I'm not like a one question guy. If I'm asked a question, I want to, keep digging until, I really figure out, the best way to do something. And D-Hop has already been a good vocal leader for us, as far as helping us with the young guys. And I definitely trust that he'll continue to help us out in that way.
Rashod, on the slot here, you played a little bit of the slot last year, so do you expect that to be a big role for this year's game? How is that?
I honestly don't know. I really never know. I really never know, bro. So you just got to be prepared for it all. Just show up and be ready to play. So I'm gonna just continue to do that. Yeah.
Maybe kind of spur
Whatever they want me to do, I'm gonna do. I just like playing football, and at this point, bro, I'm grateful for it all. So they throw me in the slot, throw me at tight end, the chip block, whatever. I'll do it. Especially now. I'll be all right. Yeah.
Not many players get 3 contracts with the team. Did you take a minute to kind of take that in, especially since early on there was kind of some tumultuous days with the injuries and all that you were able to be a guy who was a 3 contract guy here?
I just think for me it hits different when it's a receiver here. Well, we all know the perspective here. And, we've been through a lot. We go through a lot. We continue to go through a lot, when it comes to facing backlash here and there or wherever it may be. But it definitely, I'll just say it means a lot, to be able to start something new here, something fresh when it comes to the receiving room. And, hopefully we continue to, make plays and, change the narrative of what we have here.
Rashod, you mentioned your relationship with Eric DeCosta earlier. He's publicly said over the past few seasons he's bullish about your talent. So what does it mean to you just to have him kind of stick beside you, continue to defend you, and continue to sign you?
It means a lot. I mean, that's coming from the top man that that pay us. So honestly, if you got that respect from him, it means a lot. And hopefully that continues to develop and grow over the time of me being here. But being able to build a relationship with him, even all the coaches, it's been real good and it's been real beneficial.
Have you had an opportunity to share this moment with your family? What was their reaction?
Nah, I told my mom about a couple days ago, but I haven't called her yet. I kind of signed and then came to work after that, so I'm gonna go call her right now.
You heard from Lamar?
Last one, please.
Who that?
Lamar? You heard?
Not yet. I don't know if anybody heard from Lamar. I think so. So we'll find out soon.
All right, appreciate it, Rashod.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.